Good morning, Internet. This is the old fat dad, and welcome back to another beautiful day on the Goober Nation gun range. It's a beautiful day, but it is blazing hot. I'm sweating all over already. It's not going to stop the show because the show today is about a blazing hot 22 LR round. Let's go check it out. And that blazing hot round is the NORMA, and this one's called the ECO POWER-22 with brand new fragmentation. So it is very similar to the Eco Speed we tried before. It is not a lead bullet. This one is some sort of copper lightweight metal mix. And when I say lightweight, I mean lightweight. This thing is 24 grains. It's going 1706 according to the manufacturer. Hitting pretty hard for a 22, 210 foot-pounds of energy, if their numbers are correct, which we will test. I plan on doing a chronograph test and an accuracy test, which we'll put at the end of the video because that stuff's a little bit boring, so I won't tire you guys out watching that. On the front end, though, we've got our ballistic testing. We've got ballistic modeling clay to shoot, our small game simulator, tough skin, meaty interior, and finally the good old pop bottle. So we're going to put this up against one other type of super speedy ammo that is also lightweight, that has showed some pretty exciting results in the past, the Super Maximum by Aguila, and this is the hollow point version, which did fragment very well, and we're going to see how these two shape up against each other. Today we are using the beautiful Bergara BMR, and we're going to shoot our NORMA first, and we are at a ridiculously close range of probably about 7 to 10 yards. At the very edge of the screen there, you can make out our dog food simulator, the first ballistic test of the day. We've got the fragmenting Eco Speed loaded up. Let's see what kind of results we get on our target. Here we go. Well, not a whole lot happened downrange. Let's take a look closer. All right. The results of the dog food test, the small game simulator with the Eco Power fragmenting. Here's our entrance. Here's our exit, and if we've got fragmenting, it is not fragmenting much. It really just looks like this bullet stayed intact the whole way through and punched a clean hole through our small game simulator. A little bit disappointing with the Eco Power. We're going to switch it over to the Aguila and see how it compares to our NORMA. Alright, got the old safety goggles on, loading up one round of our good old Aguila Super Maximum hollow point. And I am going to predict that I am about to get dog food all over my face. Ah, yeah, yep.
Yeah, yep.
yeah. I don't know if you guys at home could tell, but there's just a little bit of a difference between those two rounds. Well, my prediction came true, and I did get dog food all over me and all over the poor old Bergara as well. Here's what's left of the can of dog food against the Aguila. That's our exit. This is our entrance. We don't have a top anymore. The bottom's a little bit mangled here. Not too bad though, but this is what expansion and fragmentation at high speed looks like. This, not so much. Now we've got our ballistic modeling clay set up down there, and we're going to see how the Eco Speed does against the clay. I've got a piece of 3A body armor behind it. So hopefully we'll catch that bullet and see if there's actually any fragmentation. Here we go. Eco Power, sorry, against modeling clay. I mean ballistic modeling clay. Wow. Okay, that was a respectable hit. Let's go check it out. Here is the Eco Power's clay test. A big old opening up front, and in the back it would have been sizable. You can see where the bullet poked through the back there, pushed against that body armor, left a little skin on the back there. So I got the bullet out of the body armor and it went in there a good ways. Let's see, there she is. And what we've got here is just a base, and you can even see where there used to be that hollow point at the front of it, and that would suggest that we had fragmentation. And I can kind of see, I bet you it's going to be really hard, but there's tiny little holes up there and right in here and in here, really within the first, gosh, maybe inch and a half of this clay. So it did fragment. The fragments were very shallow, and it did okay job popping a hole in this clay. Let's switch over to the Aguila Super Maximum and we'll see what kind of damage we can do with that. Alrighty, Aguila Super Maximum hollow point against the good old ballistic modeling clay. Are we going to see as significant of a difference between the two as the small game simulator? I don't know. Only one way to find out. Pull that trigger. Ooh! Okay. Some clay came back right in my face. You guys remind me to put on my stinking glasses before I shoot. Let's go take a look at those results. Pull that trigger. Oh man, this is a monstrous hole here, and it does not go all the way through. The Super Maximum hollow point just exploded in there, and I don't know if you can see all those little bits of fragments there. One right there, a bunch of them down in the inside, all the way to the back. Norma, take notes. This is what fragmentation looks like, and here's a comparison of the two. Norma, Aguila. Huge difference again. One more test to go. Let's see how they do with the pop bottles. Loading up one of our Norma Power-22. I know I've been calling it Eco Speed, but this is labeled as Power-22 fragmentation. I will say that Norma puts a lot of grease on their bullets. These things like to slip out of your fingers. Okay, here we go. Power-22 fragmentation. We've got the pop bottle down range. See what kind of hurting we can put on the pop bottle. Okay, all right. Okay, a little bit came back at us. Let's take a look at the results. Not going to say we've got awful results here. They're decent. Got a little 22 entrance there, and let's see if we can get this to focus. You can see the bottle is a little cracked up front and deformed, and then on the back we've got a big old split down the back. So we've got a good amount of damage from the Norma on the pop bottle. Aguila, how is it going to do, you think? I think it's going to blow it out of the water again, but there's only one way to know for sure. One round of the good old Aguila Super Maximum, one Dr. Pepper bottle, one heck of a mess. Ah! Yeah, that hit hard. I'm gonna do my best to show you guys what happened here, but it's gonna be a little difficult because these plastic bottles don't show up on my camera too well. Here is the Aguila Super Maximum's entrance. As you can see, nothing too crazy. 22 sized hole in, And then on the exit we start to see something interesting here. So if I can get this thing to focus, I'm going to show you. There is one hole right there, and then there's another hole over here. So what I'm seeing is a bunch of exits out the back of the pop bottle here, which indicates to me that we had fragmentation with the Aguila. Not so much the case with the Eco whatever power fragmentation. Also, I believe we got a little bit more tearing in back, although I gotta say the Norma did tear the front up a good bit more than our Aguila. So maybe not as much of a runaway success on the pop bottles as I was predicting. The other two tests, we're going to see that as far as fragmentation and expansion goes, the Aguila really takes the cake here from that Norma. Let's finish off with some accuracy and some chronograph numbers, and then we'll go ahead and wrap this thing up. We are set up at 50 yards with our wonderful target. You can see I've taken some shots already. They are marked in black so we don't get confused. We're going to start with the Eco Power-22. Put 5 shots on target and see what kind of accuracy we can get. That's 5 shots of the Eco Speed. Let's switch it over to the Aguila. Holy crap! I honestly did not expect that. What just happened is kind of amazing. Let's go pull the target, and we got to look at this up close. For you guys who are new to the channel or watching for your first time or not really familiar with accuracy and 22 ammo, a really excellent result for accuracy for 22 ammo at 50 yards, which is what we're shooting at, is a 1/2 inch group. If I shoot a 1/2 inch group consistently with whatever ammo it is and whatever gun it is, then I am extremely happy. A 1 inch group at 50 yards is not bad, not great, it's about average. Hypervelocity ammo, the kind of ammo we're shooting today, usually hits about 1 inch or above at 50 yards. It's not known for its accuracy. It hits hard and it doesn't hit real accurate. So I was really kind of shocked when I got this group with the Aguila ammo. That is crazy. 1/2 inch group with hyper velocity ammo. That's wild. I think it was pretty accurate when I tested it in the past out of my Ruger, but out of the Bergara, I think we've got a good match here. This is the first time I've ever seen super speedy ammo hitting that accurate. I'm a little bit speechless. The Norma was not bad here, and we've got about a 1 inch group with the Norma. Again, I'm not upset with those accuracy results. That's not bad, but the Aguila is just mind-blowingly good. Like first time I've ever seen anything like this before in my life. So thought it was worth noting that. I'll put up the results from the Ballistic app somewhere around here while I'm talking, so you can see exactly what those group sizes were. But that's some pretty wild stuff. Finally, as promised, we are going to do the chronograph test. I'll do 5 shots. We got plenty of ammo left here, and we're gonna see if the manufacturer's claims hold up to real life testing. Norma Eco Power-22, 1742, 1685, 1700, 1738, and 1666. I I gotta say, that is pretty close to that 1706. I'll put the actual numbers up here, but seems to be tracking almost exactly what the manufacturer claims. Let's switch over to the Aguila. Okay, also rated at 1700 feet per second, the Aguila Super Maximum. Let's see if it holds up to reality. 1785, 1761, 1700, 1712, 1702, and I believe that's it. Yep, that's it. So again, healthily over that 1700. Some of those were extremely fast. We get that one 1785. I'm betting the average is going to be a good bit over 1700, but I'll show those actual numbers again somewhere over here. And yeah, not too bad. I was thinking I might get disappointed by one of these guys, but they both seem to be honest with their manufacturer claims. This video was about the NORMA Power-22 fragmentation. You know, it turned out being a little bit more of a story about the old Bergara BMR, and what a good combination it seems to be with the Aguila Super Maximum hollow point, because we shot an amazing group with this. We saw amazing ballistic results. If your interest is in blowing the biggest hole you can in something and keeping the penetration to a minimum, it seems like the Aguila Super Maximum hollow point is the ticket. And with this particular rifle, again, it is extremely accurate. I am my mind is a little bit blown there. But as far as the Eco Power-22, it claims fragmentation. We did see evidence of fragmentation in the clay, but I mean, as far as the fragmentation you get just out of a standard hollow point here, it doesn't really hold up. Although I gotta say, this does have the benefit of being an all copper and zinc, I believe, is the other ingredient in there. There it is right there. Can you read that? Copper and zinc. So if you're in a place that restricts you to non-lead ammo, then I mean, this might be the ticket. It's not awful as far as accuracy. I mean, 1 inch 50 it's okay, and it's going as fast as it claims, and it definitely penetrates way better than the Aguila, at least. So if you're more interested in penetration and maybe just a little bit of extra explosiveness up front with that fragmentation, this could be the ticket. I think that's about it for me, though. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.